Alright everybody, now we are in the swamps, and in this video I will be doing a quest called Clay Pits for the elder of the brickmakers village here. Her name is Vasca. As well, I will be starting the quest known as the Cannibal. Now, the Cannibal and the Pilgrimage are two quests that you can only do one of. I don't think either one gets you more reward than the other, but the Pilgrimage is more difficult because you kind of end up running around the swamp a little, and I'm trying to stay as close to the village as possible because that's where it's safest.
We solve problems.
So I just end up doing the Cannibal. It's much easier too, as well.
Do you have monster problems?
But
Indeed.
I'm doing Clay Pits, starting the Cannibal,
What are they like?
and I believe I'm also getting a lost lamb,
Finish them.
We're poor folks.
which is a quest from Vasca that you can't finish until chapter 3, but you can only get it in chapter
That's
2.
enough. Where are they?
You'll just finish the quest during another quest during chapter 3. I mean, it's really easy to miss if you didn't even know about it, to be honest. But Clay Pits is a very easy quest. It's, well, you actually, I mean, these guys are brickmakers, so they need clay. And if there are monsters in the clay pits, then they're going to have trouble getting the clay. So you have to clear out the drowners from the clay pits, which isn't that bad. So it's not exactly like the last quest where the drowners kind of show up at random. It's there's a few groups of them. So keep killing them until it says the clay pits are completely safe. Then you should be able to turn in the quest and get your reward. As well, you cannot start the quest A Lost Lamb until you do Clay Pits. So that's partly why I'm doing it, and as well, I want the experience points. Also, you don't get any money for doing this quest, even though you're only offered about $50 to begin with. Just say it's fine. Don't really complain about it, and she'll thank you and all that. There's a couple like mutilated corpses around. I think they might have some stuff on them, so more free items. And I really gotta figure out what to say when I'm not talking about what's going on in the game. But I guess I should probably warn you about the swamps. The swamps are a very dangerous place at my level, and yours too if you're actually playing this game yourself. I mean, I did pretty much every side mission in the temple quarter before coming here, and I nearly died just getting from one side of the map to the other, and I don't think I even fight anybody along the way. But the second trophy monster for this chapter lives in the swamp, and he is a pain. I mean, I do end up killing him later, but it's one of those giant plant monsters, and it will come out of the ground pretty much anywhere in the swamp. Well, there's a few places that it can't show up, and there are a bunch of places that it shows up regularly. But if you see it, it's a giant purple plant stalk. Basically, it's hard to miss. If you see it, run. You cannot kill this thing. I tried at this level, and I can only get him down to about half health. I came back, I mean, just a couple levels later, and I was actually able to win. So there is a video for me killing it, so don't worry about that.
You showed us mercy,
so avoid that.
I deceived you.
Avoid some of the monsters for now. When you're when you've done a couple of the quests and have gotten like a level or two while you're here,
Wonderful. Now we
then
prepare for the coming of the lords.
it's
Who are
fine.
these lords?
So it helps.
We
Like, it
worship
just
them
helps a
and
lot
receive the grace of those from the
because
eternal
someone
deep.
the drowners are easy to kill.
Lord, you know.
The drowned dead
How
aren't
dare
much
you.
worse
Those
because they're
names
just a
offend the
slightly bigger
lords.
drowner. Watch out for the bloodswaggers and the wyverns, especially the wyverns. You don't even want to see them in this chapter. Also, a wyvern is a dragon type monster. If you explore far enough west on the map, the very northwest corner is actually called Wyvern Island. Now, don't go there. Just don't. The wyverns are very strong and they will probably kill you. But if you really want a challenge, I guess you could. Just, I warned you, that's all. And the bloodswaggers, which are much more common, are giant purple slug-looking things. And when you kill them, they kind of explode into a poison gas, so they can severely damage you. Well, just for now. I mean, in a couple levels, you'll be perfectly fine. Like, it doesn't cause like any sort of long-term effects or like poison or anything. It's just annoying. It's like a bomb going off type of thing. Well, not an explosion, but it will hurt you a fair amount. So you gotta watch out for that. It can be avoided. Like, when you kill them, if you kind of jump back a bit, you can be safe. As well, there are also I believe it's Echinopsis that are also around the swamp, but they look like the trophy monster, except they're green for one thing. So if they're green, fight them, but don't fight them if there's more than one, because if there's more than one, you might lose the fight. Now, if you move a little north of the Brickmaker's village, and don't take the main road that's been marked off, take the little dirt path, and you show up at this hut. As well, the trophy monster loves to hang around that hut, so be careful when you're coming in and out of it. Now, I don't know why that book was there. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be, but take that anyways. That's part of the main quest for this chapter. It's one of the books that tells you how to open the Mage's Tower, which is in the swamp. So take that. I mean, I end up with an extra copy of that book, which is that one. So you don't have to take it, but I mean, it is free, so go for it. So Geralt comments on all the food there is from humans. So you have to find out who the cannibal is. And it's not much of a mystery because I'm going to clearly show you and tell you. When you showed up at the swamp, originally, there was an old man standing near the docks, or the shipping area. He is the cannibal, but he also gives you the quest to pilgrimage. So if you talk to him before you go to his hut, you get the pilgrimage. If you go to his hut first, you get the cannibal. You can't do one then the other. So talk to him. He's going to say, meet me at my hut later, and in the next video I will be there. So I'll see you then.
Well, that's my hut, son. Why'd you ask?
You're a damned cannibal.
Quiet, lad. I don't peek into your bowl. Not now, son.